join my digital lectures. I am Priya Sufyan, your mathematics teacher. I warmly welcome you all on the platform of digital academics provided by Moonlight International Publishers. Today my topic is multiply three-digit number by three-digit number up to 2 decimal places. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to multiply a three-digit number up to 2 decimal places by a three-digit number up to 2 decimal places. So today we are going to learn about multiplication of decimals, but these decimals will be 2 decimal places both. Okay, so right now the methods to solve multiplication of decimals are, there are 2 methods to solve multiplication of 2 decimal numbers. First one is this one, simple multiplication method. The second one is converting the decimals into fractions. So first we are going to do one example which will carry the first method, okay, this one, and next we are going to do the example in which we are going to convert decimal numbers into fractions. So the first example here is solve 8.32 multiplied by 3.72. You can check this thing out that there are how many decimal places over here? Yes, then the digits after the decimal points are 2 in the first and 2 in the second. So, in the first number and in the second number, we have these 2 and 2 decimal places. So, right now you are going to write these numbers like whatever you do. You remember that we do in multiplication, simple multiplication method, that we are going to write the first number up and the second number down, and then we are going to write the multiplication symbol over here, draw a straight line to do the multiplication process. Okay, so right now we are going to do in the same way that we are going to use our right hand side, that is the number 2 is going to multiply by the number 2. Okay, and this number 2, down number 2, is going to multiply by the number 3 and 8 respectively. In the same way, the process will go on 7 multiplied by 2, 7 by 3, 7 by 8. And then we are going to take the number 3, and there is no need to write down the decimal point, in the steps. We are going to write the decimal point only in the answer and passing. I will tell you how, but first we are going to do our first step, that will be 2 2s are 4. So I'm going to write down the number 4 over here. Now 2 3s are 6. So 2 3s are 6. I'm going to write the number 6 over here. Now my dear students, 2 8s are, yes, 16. So I will write the complete number 16 over here. Now what next? The number 7. The 7 is going to multiply by the same number which is over here, that is 8.32. So we are going to do multiplication from our right hand side. So 7 2s are 14. But do remember one thing, and we are going to write down the 0 over here because this is the 10th digit now. Now for the 10th digit I am going to write down this, and for the 100th digit you know that we are going to write 30 because in 100 we have how many zeros? Yes, 2 zeros. And in tens we have how many zeros? We have 1 0. So right now we are going to write down the number 0 over here right below the number 4. So 7 2s are 14. 14 means we have 4 1s and 1 10. So I'm going to write down the number 4 over here and 1 on the top as a carry. So 7 3s are 21 plus 1 is 22. So 2 numbers will come over here and 2 will go as carry on the number 8. Now my dear students, 7 8s are, yes, 56. 56 plus 2, 58. So I'm going to write down the number 58 over here, complete number. So next thing is my third step, which is multiplying what? Multiplying hundreds. So I'm going to multiply hundreds ignoring the decimal points. Okay, I'm not taking the decimal points over here. I am doing multiplication like whole number multiplication. Okay, so you are going to do the same step as we do in this thing. So right now we are going to multiply 3. 3 2s are 6. We are going to write down 2 zeros because this is, we are multiplying hundreds. So 2 zeros will come over here first, below the number 0 and the number 4. And right now I am going to write down 3 2s are 6 over here. Now 3 3s are 9 over here, and 3 8s are, you know that 3 8s are 24. So I'm going to write down the complete number, which is 24 over here. So now I'm going to draw a straight line because I have to do addition now. What addition? These 3 steps addition now. So for this thing, what to do? 4 plus 0 is the number 4. So I'm going to write down the number 4 in alignment to remember that. Now 6 plus 4, 10. So 10 plus 0 is 10. So for that, I'm going to write down the number 0 over here, and number 1 will go as a carry on the number. Which number? Yes, you know that. On the number 6. Second, this one 6. 6 plus 1, 7. 7 plus 2, 9. 9 plus 6 is 15. So I'm going to write down the number 5 over here, and number 1 will go as a carry on the number 1. Yes. So 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 8 is 10. 10 plus 9 is 19. Yes, we are going to write down the number 9 over here and 1 on the top of the number 5. So what's next? 5 plus 1, 6. 6 plus 4 is 10. 1 0 will come over here and 1 number will go as a carry on the number 2. So 2 plus 1 is 3. So my answer is 309504. But now there is a point to remember. Remember the decimal places of the decimal number, add the decimal places, and insert the decimal point in the answer according to that. So next, 2 decimal places in the first number and 2 decimal places in the second number. 2 plus 2, 4. So I'm going to write down the decimal point by counting 4 decimal places. Yes, from which side? From our right hand side. We just count 4, then 0, and then 5, and then 9. This one, 9 and 0. 9 and 0, in between 9 and 0, the decimal point will come. So I will write down the number 30.9504. Because you can check by yourself, tally by yourself, verify by yourself that this one is, how many decimal places it has? Yes, it has 4 decimal places because we count the places, the digits after the decimal point. So here after the decimal point we have 4 digits. So that is why we call it decimal. How many decimal places? 4 decimal places. So we are going to say that this is 30.9504, my final answer. So now I'm going to solve one question for you guys, and that question from which method? Not by this multiplication, long method. I am going to convert the decimal numbers into fractions. For that sake, let's check this example out. This one example. What is the example? Here the question is, find the product of 4.31 multiplied by 2.5. So first we are going to write down the fractions form of these decimal numbers. The given 2 decimal numbers over here are 4.31 and 2.5. So 4.31 means it has how many decimal places? It has 2 decimal places. So right now we are going to write down how many zeros is down? Yes. In the denominator we are going to write 2 zeros, and the decimal point is going to tell you that this is 1 over here. So 100 will come as a denominator. Right now for the denominator will be 431. For the next number we will have, after decimal point we have 1 decimal place. So that is why we will have what in the denominator? 10 in the denominator. So right now we are going to multiply the numerators together and then denominators together. We are going to have the answer, the final answer by multiplying 431 by 25. We have 10775. That is 10,775. By multiplying 110, we will have 1,000 in the denominator. So right now, by converting it again into decimal point, I will have my answer. That is, according to, just check out from the right hand side, 5 and 0 will align, 7 and 0 will align, again 7 and 0 will align, And this number 1 is going to tell you that here we will have a decimal point. So right now we will have a decimal point that is 10.775. Okay, so this is my final answer, and I have done it by converting the decimals into the fraction. So right now this depends upon you that which method you are going to follow. I hope the whole procedure of multiplication of decimal numbers are clear to you guys. We'll get back to you with more interesting concepts of mathematics. Till then, you need to take care of yourself as well as your family. Allah Hafiz.